Hello everyone and welcome to the Gunpla Network News. As always, I'm the Spicer, and today's episode is brought to you by none other than Canadian Gundam. Canadian Gundam is your one-stop shop for all your Gunpla and Plamo related needs here in North America. When you're placing your next order, don't forget to use the promo code Gunpla Network to save 10% off your next order. Well folks, Bandai Namco finally did it. To commemorate the extension of the Gundam Factory Yokohama period, they will be holding exhibitions and various projects that you can enjoy in the world of Gundam and the area of Yokohama Bay. Bandai Spirits Co. Limited and Bandai Namco Entertainment Company Limited will jointly hold a test operation event for the Road to Gunpla Battle project to realize the real Gunpla battle at the Gundam Factory in Yokohama. Bring your own Gunpla, scan it on the spot, and enjoy the battle in a virtual game space. Even if you don't bring a Gunpla, you can enjoy the battle with the Gunpla prepared at the venue. It's really cool. We're seeing the future happen now, and maybe one day, us here in the West will be able to see it. Another surprising announcement. A newly released video, Bandai teased the world the upcoming Master Grade Extreme 1100 Strike Freedom that will be released worldwide in the spring of 2022, but keep an eye out for a special report covering that in more detail. We also have the high-resolution Model 1100 Gundam Astray Red Frame Powered Red, with a release date of March 2022 and a price tag of 17,600 Japanese yen. This is one of the most unique silhouettes in Gundam, and of course it comes from Gundam Seed Astray, and it is the Astray that absolutely skipped leg day. The arms are super jacked up. Of course they come, at least this model kit will come with the regular Gebera Straight, but it also, in lore, holds that really massive, like 150 meter long sword that, if you're comparing to like 1 to 144 scale or 1 to 100, it's like the actual size of a real sword. It's ridiculous. It doesn't come with that, unfortunately, but you do get this really striking looking red frame. We also have the P Bandai High Grade 1 to 144 scale Gundam Legless Memory of Eden version, with a release date to be announced and a price tag to be announced in the future. The XVM FZC ZGC Gundam Legless R is a recolor of the regular Gundam Legless. The Memory of Eden version paints it up in Zehart's signature red and makes it actually pretty interesting looking. It's a very Castful Gundam type vibe, and well, it's about time. It would have been nice to see this for the Gundam Age 10-year anniversary, but better late than never. We also have the P Bandai High Grade Universal Century 1 to 144 scale Gundam TR1 Hazel Osla Gigantic Arm Unit, with a release date of May 2022 and a price tag of 6,200 Japanese yen. Much like the red frame before it, this is a mobile suit that skipped leg day. Those arms are massive because they come from the MRX-009 Psycho Gundam. Really cool to see these plastered onto a Hazel, and it fits this whole big kind of crazy aesthetic of the Advance of Zeta style stuff, so really cool to see this, and it's really cool that those Psycho Gundam's arms are there. We also have the P Bandai High Grade 1 to 144 scale Gundam Age 1 Razor and Gundam Age 2 Artemis sets, with a release date of March 2022 and a price tag of 3,960 Japanese yen. These are the expansion parts for the Gundam Age 1 and Age 2 respectively for the Razor and Artemis. These do not come with the base model kit, so you will need to have some variant of the Age 1 and Age 2 to use them. These were released way back as like exclusives through, I think, a magazine deal, and they look cool. I do believe you may have to paint some of the details on these. I don't think they're 100% color accurate, but it is still really cool that we're getting this re-release. At least Gundam Age is still getting some love even after its 10-year anniversary. We also have the P Bandai Real Grade 1 to 144 scale Robert Gilliam's Zaku 2, with a release date of May 2022 and a price tag of 3,630 Japanese yen. Who is Robert Gilliam? Well, he is Zeon's 7th highest ranking ace, shooting down a total of 115 enemy mobile suits, and is a fan of the color blue. Unlike Johnny Raiden and Char with the red or Shin Matsunaga in his signature white, this Zaku 2 is a nice blue color and almost kind of a similar aesthetic or styling to the Black Tri-Stars, but in a lighter color scheme. Looks really cool. Kind of nice that we're seeing this kind of relatively unknown figure, at least in the animation because he's not animated, being brought to the real grade line. We also have the P Bandai Master Grade 1/100 Gundam F90 Mars Independent Zeon Forces version, with a release date of April 2022 and a price tag of 4,500 Japanese yen. This is the Gundam F90 unit that was stolen by the Mars Independent Zeon Forces and recolored and retooled for their purposes, so of course not necessarily as full on as the bright red Castle version Gundam that we've seen circulating throughout, but kind of a similar vibe to that, and it's really cool to see more Gundam F90 stuff come out. We also have the high-grade Gunpla Battle 1/144 scale Gundam Helios Clear version, which is a Gundam Base exclusive for Gundam Base Tokyo, and a release date of February 2022 and a price tag of 2,530 yen. This is the Gundam Helios, but in its clear color version. Very solid model kit that we've reviewed here on the channel if you'd like to go take a look at it. Combination of quite a few different things, some Gundam mechs, some Gundam seeds, stuff like that, and it actually looks pretty good and clear. We also have the P Bandai Metal Build Gundam Astray Red Trionyx, with a release date of September 2022 and a price tag of around $380 US. This is, again, another version of the Red Frame Astray. There's a lot of them out there, and this one is probably the most unique head sculpt of, well, I say that. There's some interesting head sculpts in the Stray, but this one is probably one of the more unique ones with its cool flaming red V-fin that's a beam effect thing. It's very cool looking, very neat, very expensive as you'd expect for a metal build. And now for the top 5 of the week. In 5th, we have Zack Smith in his Master Grade Ground Gundam Custom. In 4th, we have Azib Sima and his Master Grade Jagan Custom. In 3rd, we have Van Tapia in his Master Grade Heavy Arms diorama. In 2nd, we have Muhammad Lakman and his Afrit Nacht GK. And in 1st place, we have Hoang Dui in his Hainu Custom. And that is it for the news this week, folks. Let us know in the comments down below what you're most excited to see. I do have to say the Real Build Fighters thing is kind of interesting, and I'm really hoping that they can make some kind of easy way to bring it to the US. I know I'm hoping for a lot there, but fingers crossed. Of course, you can find all this information as it drops over on our website, gunplanetwork.com, and of course you can find reviews and other content here on YouTube. Find us over on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, all of that, and of course, as always friends, I've been the Spicer for the Gunpla Network. Please stay safe and keep on building.